Hi Leo, welcome to your bonus reading for May 2022, by the way. I'm doing these these bonus readings for a few different reasons, just to give you a little extra help through the month because we are going through eclipse season, right? We had today, the 30th of April, is partial lunar eclipse, and then we have the full moon going into Scorpio on the 16th, and we will have a full lunar eclipse. What am I thinking? And then we go into the new moon in Gemini at the end of the month. So a lot of activity going on, and I feel like it's a final push, to be honest. It's like the final push. Okay, we're not going to talk a lot. We're going to get into the reading. These are not meant to be long. They're just to help you along the way. You have your full monthly reading. I'll put a link at the end of the video to that. You have your year in review. And what you want to think about, the reason why I'm saying it is because I feel like a lot who've been waiting for love, I feel like May is going to be an important month, especially with the full moon in Scorpio. All right, let's get into your reading. We're going to start with the Luminous Tarot. This is a company that, I'm not paid for it, but they are allowing us to use some of their cards to see if we like them or not. So I really like these. It's the classic tarot, but with larger images. So I'm going to shuffle for your cards. Again, what can Leo know? What's coming up for Leo? We're checking on spiritual energy, by the way, and that just means intuitive. Like, what can we intuitively know? We start with the Three of Wands. That's a good energy. That's a good outlook. That's where Leo really feels at home. Wow. We have the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy. Swift-moving energy. It's interesting because, it feels like as you put your intentions out there, boom, all these wands are coming toward you. Usually there's half going up and half coming back. It's my intention I send out coming back to me, but all of these are coming to you through the energy of the Three of Wands, which is fantastic. This beautiful, strong, intuitive, action-oriented, it's the belief that my ships will come in, right? They'll come in when they're meant to come in. Eight of Wands tells me something wants to come in. When you look at an 8, it usually asks for a new beginning, or it's an opportunity for a new beginning. The Chariot. You're getting some beautiful cards. The Chariot is a reminder that there really is no limit on whatever this is that you're creating, or you're thinking about, or you want to take action in, or you've just begun to take action in. There is no limit on where you can take it, so don't put a limit on it. No limit. The Chariot is about balance also. It comes in because one has found balance within themselves, the light and the dark, the masculine and the feminine. It's the realization that, I can't get rid of my dark side. I need to balance it with my light. So the Chariot often feels like a reward. It is a card of Cancer, by the way. Leo, you may have multiple things coming in your direction, multiple opportunities. And listen, I feel like this is a path that you want to take. We have the moon, which is kind of interesting because, I feel like this has a lot it's talking about the eclipse season, number one. And thinking about the eclipse season, listen, what no longer works in your life, I feel like this is the time where you're going to feel more resistance than ever in trying to make something work that just doesn't want to. I feel like you're beyond that, though. And the reason why I'm saying is because the eclipse season, that's what it asks you, that final push, right? Why? So that you can live a free and a passionate type life. For some reason, I'm thinking you can't keep, what's that saying? Can't put baby in a corner from dancing, dirty dancing. Anyways, the moon is also the ruler of Cancer. So we could have a double Cancer here. The moon is the card of Pisces. We'll put that out there. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. This Knight of Swords coming into the reading, he's coming in, normally is bringing some type of communication, some type of truth, something that I feel like sets you free. I feel like some of you may have been in like this healing period for a while. I feel like that's over now. Let's go. I also feel whatever needs healed, the ability to heal it quickly is also here. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, well, I guess it can't all be cake. Two Swords are just trying to make a decision about something, but there's something you don't want to face about that. There's something you may fear about that, right? Sometimes change alone can be scary. Doesn't mean we don't want it, but we don't want to allow that fear to stop us. I feel like if I'm going to wear a blindfold, then I better have my intuition intact. I feel like there's someone who's saying, am I ready? Am I ready? We have the King of Swords. Now, he did show in reverse, but I'm not really reading reversals right now. But we'll take note of that. I mean, it's silly I say that. I'm not reading reversals yet. We're going to read them both ways. All right, first of all, I want to say that we have the Knight of Swords mirroring the King of Swords. Male or female, by the way. This can just talk about someone at a younger time who is now, in this present moment, a king, has had that growth. Some of you may be hearing from this person. It can be a female, doesn't have to be a male. It can be someone who's just very comfortable in their, like a female who's very comfortable in their masculine energy. I am. Okay, well, we'll see. We have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. And that's exactly what I feel like the High Priestess is saying, use me as your GPS. There's a lot of things that want to come your direction. I see it, I feel it. I feel like not all the things that come your way are going to be crystal clear. And that's why it's important that your intuition take the front seat, take the driver's seat. That means when you feel like, let's say, some type of communication comes in from this night. And by the way, I feel like it's positive. I feel like it helps, it'll expand you in some way. But anyways, what was I going to say? So you have communication coming in from this night. And clearly this night wants something. And this could throw you a little bit with the Two of Swords right next to this King. Should I or shouldn't I? Maybe some of you, like, I've spent some time really healing myself. Now, am I ready for this? I feel like with the Three of Wands opening the reading, you are. And again, doesn't have to be love. This could just be opportunities. All right. We're going to bring in the Cosmic Tarot, which I have not used in a while, but it was calling to me for you. Let me give it a couple shuffles. And we're going to go over the whole spread, and let's go deeper. Let's give him a cut. And let's start at the beginning. Three of Wands. What are you looking towards? What's some of those ships that may have yet to come in, but they will, if you want them to? All right, we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. This is showing me, you know, for those who have been, let's just say, in the healing period of the Four of Swords, which, by the way, this is not just healing the heart, it's also healing the mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need to heal my mind. I need to heal my thought system. So, anyways, I feel like for some of you, this is about exactly what I feel like this month is calling for, the clear, like the final push of what is no longer serving me, and letting it be, letting it go. No regrets. No regrets. It's like a wild heart, allowing your wild heart to, like, fly. Give your heart wings. No regrets. In the Eight of Cups, that's what I walk. When I leave this energy, I leave with no regrets. You know, what I can't figure out, I'll leave it for another day. I feel like definitely some of you have dealt with some untrustworthy energy, no doubt. Some of you could have been that person who was untrustworthy. And that may be why we have a Knight to a King, like, you know, younger energy and current energy. But I have to tell you, I feel like this is more about you, and you overcoming it, because the Chariot, again, is the reward of overcoming. Eight of Cups is emotional clarity. Why? So I can allow myself to have a new beginning. I can allow myself to fly. 8 to 7, 7 to 8. Wow. Okay, that card went flying. Excuse me. Oh, I should have left it on the floor. All right, with 10 swords, but, you know, I don't want to look negative on this, because I feel like this is, again, this is showing us on the top line, I feel like, what you have overcome. 10 swords, wow. That's just where it feels like dagger after dagger after dagger after dagger in my back. You know, to the point where the only way I could stop these daggers was to leave that energy, because those daggers would have just kept coming. I definitely feel like this is talking about past relationship, whether it be love, family, work, for some reason. And this is not normal Leo energy where these swords keep grabbing me. Now, this can just be life too, situations in life. But what I do love is from the Ten of Swords, it's over the Chariot. So that says that that can end, right? And I feel like it has. I feel like all of this is in this Four of Swords. 10, we gotta let it end. 10, we gotta let it end. Look at this. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Kind of feels like here's a reward. This is something that's coming into your physical world to help expand it, to help make it better, to help make it richer. This is something that you can taste, you can touch, tangible. Coming over the moon. I feel like this is talking about perhaps, let's say, well, I mean, we have the Scorpio full moon. And then we have the eclipse in the sign of Taurus. But anyways, we have Judgment. Judgment's coming up in all these bonus readings, I'm telling you. And I feel like that's why I'm doing these bonus readings, because I felt called to do them. And then I did one, and I felt called to do another and another sign. So, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm allowing my intuition, like I'm not sitting down and being like, okay, I'm going to do Leo today. I'm allowing my intuition to call to me what sign for what day. There's a lot that goes into a tarot reading. Let me tell you, like behind the scenes, me and my spiritual team, all of that. But this is about your spiritual team. This is a call to attention. This is about, you know, it's allowing those 10 swords to go away. Again, no regret, right? And I know there's pain associated with that, but still, it is letting it be and letting it go. Because the Eight of Cups is the first card over this Three of Wands. 8, a new beginning. Over my emotional house. I'm clearing my emotional house. I'm not allowing it to... You know, when we are emotionally unbalanced, I feel like that's where the Two of Swords comes in. That's where the Ten of Swords comes in, right? It's when we take more than we need to. Anyways, Judgment's about a rebirth coming over this night. So whatever this night is bringing in, it feels like part of your destiny. Again, doesn't mean you have to accept it, but I feel like your spiritual team wants you to accept it. And let's remember, we're doing a spiritual reading. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for advice from our guides. You know, this 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords, that is the human experience, part of it. But so is the opposite of that. It just makes me feel like the way your life was is not the way your life will be. Unless you want it to stay that way. You know, not everybody's got a bad life. Some people like their life just the way it is. But for those who don't, this is talking about a rebirth, an opportunity to live differently, live better, live freer. More confident. Dang. Okay. More cards off the table. These came face up, so we're going to take them first. We have the 9 of Pentacles. This is independent type energy. This is the energy of success. Why? Because I put the work in. Temperance. Divine timing. Temperance is a lesson about patience, being patient, allowing things to, you know, it's like trying to pluck a fruit off a tree before it's ripe. It won't taste good, right? You can still do it, you can still eat it, but it won't be enjoyable or even fulfilling. So Temperance says, have patience while things come to full term. Patience says you can let go of control over certain things and trust in divine energy. Listen, first of all, I know, and I can't say for a fact, right? Because I'll know once I cross over for a fact. But right now, I feel like I know that the responsibility we have within our own lives of, if you keep taking these daggers one after another, you know, what am I trying to say? They're not meant to last, right? They're meant to be experiences. I feel like at the Ten of Swords, though, I definitely stayed at the party a little too long. You know, hoping, maybe I was hoping things would be different. Communication would be better, but it didn't turn out that way, right? It just didn't turn out that way. Some of you may have been with someone who was untrustworthy, whether it be in love, whether it be in a career, whether it be in your family, your friends, that type of energy. I feel like your spiritual team is saying, this is the time to focus on your pentacles, because this is where you'll see a major growth, especially with the Ace of Pentacles coming in and the Nine of Pentacles. And Temperance, look at the beautiful energy over this Nine of Pentacles, Temperance and Judgment. By the way, Sagittarius for Temperance. A rebirth. Maybe it's a rebirth in your career. And maybe it's just the way it's meant to be. You know, maybe it was difficult to, difficult. Maybe I lost a job. And that all was difficult. But in that energy, I feel like it gives you a chance to recreate yourself, have this rebirth. Some of you have so much spiritual knowledge, and you're putting it into a business. And I feel like this is saying, if that's what you want and you put the work in, you're going to have success, right? This is a truly independent type energy. Doesn't mean like, if I'm in a relationship that it's me over here and them over there. No, it just means that I can take care of myself financially. That I am filling my basket of joy within my pentacles. We have the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. Interesting, it was in reverse. So this could speak about, something, it just wasn't the right time for something. But it doesn't mean it's not on your wheel. Sometimes we meet people, we form a relationship, it seems like the right time, and then no matter what we do, it just doesn't work. Maybe it wasn't meant to at that time, you know what I mean? And why would that be? Well, because maybe your soul really wanted to have certain experiences on this earth, and that was probably one of them. And I know, like, what, my soul wanted to come down here and take all these daggers, maybe, because the soul wants the opportunity to overcome them, to have the spiritual growth that comes with it. Listen, it is in the dark when we usually find the light. So the Wheel, it's just saying, don't have regrets, because all was meant to happen. Sometimes, yes, we can stay at a party too long, that type of thing. Or we can hook up with the wrong people. But when we trust our intuition, we're going to know that quickly, and we don't have to spend 10 years with someone before we figure that out. It's interesting because, it's not really saying it's just love, it's just pentacles. It's talking about your life, period. Okay, but before I let you go, because the Ace of Pentacles is right over that wheel. And Temperance is controlling that wheel. So, something just wasn't meant to happen before its time. But Temperance says, let go of winning, because you'll be at the right place at the right time. But, okay, I wanted to get a little bit more clarity. We have the Three of Wands again, and then we have, hello, Six of Pentacles. This Knight to a King, no matter the sign. For some of you, I feel like that's must be what it's talking about. So for some of you, this is about potentially someone of your past, someone that you would have happy memories about, cherished memories about. This is the energy of reminiscing, remembering when. Some of you, I feel like, maybe I had to go through that whole Ten of Swords to finally move me in a certain direction. Often feel this can be the energy of moving back home, moving back to a place that I have good memories about. And yes, it can also be a person. I mean, how can we leave that out? By the way, I don't think it's the person who caused the Ten of Swords. And I can't say it's just them, because again, we have to take our own responsibility. I feel like that's why there's 10. 5 are mine, 5 are theirs. At the 5, I needed to look to see what's toxic to me. I didn't, or I didn't want to see it. Maybe that's why the Two of Swords is here, that blindfold. But I do feel like you take that blindfold off. And I feel like when that blindfold comes off, everything starts moving. Many of you, I think the blindfold's already off and you are on your path, like you're already on this Three of Wands energy, which means your ships are about to come in. It's true because here is the Ace, right? Here are one of the ships, one of the opportunities. Judgment wants you to have it, wants you to be awakened, be aware. And it's all in the present moment. It's not about, even though this can be someone of the past, it's not about the past, right? If this, let's say, this turned into a relationship of someone I had been with before, and again, I don't feel like it's this person in that Ten of Swords. Of course, that could be your whole life. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been taking these daggers. But I don't feel like it's from them. It doesn't mean they were perfect. It doesn't mean you were perfect. But I can't help think that that is one of the things, one of the energies that want to come in towards you. Do you accept it? I don't know. I also feel, though, this is also opportunity. Opportunity to really gain true success within your pentacles. Remember, you need to focus on these pentacles to build them. But if you do, that's what's going to happen. And Temperance is right there by your money. Your whole spiritual team. So this is a little bit of everything, Leo. This is a little bit of love. This is a little bit of, not a little bit of money, but success within my money. Especially Nine of Pentacles can be self-employment. Many of you are using your voices now in different ways. It doesn't mean I have to be speaking. I could be writing. Whatever I'm doing, you're trusting that energy more. I don't know that you could have truly came to your spirituality without going through some of this energy. Why? Well, because, to be, let's just say, a spiritual teacher, we have to have empathy and we have to have compassion, right? It's like being the Empress, right? Compassion. I don't allow my past to harden me. No, I look at what wisdom can I gain from it that will expand my current and future life. So, you have the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, all on your wheel, along with this King of Swords. All on your wheel. Temperance right next to it. How beautiful is that? Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. Look at this. I just wanted to look at the bottom of the deck. Something's like turn over the bottom of the deck. High Priestess. On both decks, the High Priestess. I mean, that alone is a sign. To get that to happen, I mean, I've never seen it. in all the times I've done readings. So your intuition is everything this month. It's everything, not just this month, but moving forward, clearing the past. You know what, Leo? I feel like you're becoming free. Free. And it doesn't mean you're not in a relationship. It doesn't mean you're not working, but there's a freedom within you. This sense of growth from where I was to where I am now. Celebrate that. Celebrate that. And keep your eyes wide open, because I feel like there are more than one opportunity showing for you. May, we are squeezing out what no longer fits once and for all, and we are allowing what divine wants us to receive. I love you guys. I thank you for everything you do for me. By the way, I finally got that super thanks, I think it's called super thanks button. It allows you to donate if you want. And I'm only saying that because many people are, don't have PayPal and wanted, wanted different ways to donate. But I just didn't add anything else. So I thank you ahead of time for anyone for your super thanks. I thank you for your likes. If this reading helped, give it a thumbs up. You don't have to unless you relate to it. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing these videos. They're reaching more and more people, and that's because of you, and I'm grateful. Very, very grateful. I love you guys. You guys know how much I love Leo. I will see you next time at my reading, or me at my table. Bye-bye.